Good evening, parents and guardians, staff and teachers, administrators, and others in attendance this evening. And most importantly, good evening to the John R. Booker High School class of 2011. Let me begin by saying that I am sincerely proud of each and every one of you for fulfilling the requirements to earn your Akron Public School high school diploma from John R. Booker High School this evening. I can recall sitting exactly where you are 30 years ago, however, at the Richfield Coliseum. I am a John R. Booker graduate, class of 1981. It is my sincere honor to have been given permission to speak to you and share a few comments with you this evening before you move your tassels and toss your caps. I asked if I could speak to the class this evening because we began a portion of your high school journey together. I remember meeting a majority of you in the summer of 2007 when you arrived at Booker High School to participate in the Summer Institute program. You were coming from middle school and trying to find your way. And during that period of time, we had an opportunity to interact with each and every one of you and hopefully set you on a path to better things in the future. One of the things I can say is that I saw an academic competitiveness in this class that I had not seen in the other classes while at Booker. And I mean that. Individuals who come into the Project Grad room with their OGT scores, ACT scores, saying, Mr. Turner, look at it. And everybody wanted to know if they had outdone somebody else. I like that. I like that motivation. I like that competitiveness in you, and I need you to keep that burning. Mrs. Gordon may recall me telling her and Dr. Gordon that this will be one of your best classes at Booker. And I said it, I meant it, and you haven't let me down. It was like watching my own children grow up working with you. We had 3 full years together. I remember there were a number of times when Mrs. Butler from the Project Grad office would call over to the Project Grad room and they would have to take a message so I could call her back. And then when I would return her call, our conversation was, she would normally start it off something like this. Brian, I know you're working with your kids. However, and then go on to say whatever else it is that she had to say to me. I can also recall that it used to bother my son when I would refer to some of you as my kids. I would see you out in the public, and I would say, hey, there goes some of my kids right there. And he was about 7 years old. And he made it a point to let me know one time, Dad, I'm your only kid. See, what he didn't understand is that any of you have been blessed through God. And I worked hard with you. I enjoyed working with you. And it was my duty, my responsibility to try to push you to that next academic level in line with whatever time that I was given to you. I know that I was firm, but I was also fair because I cared. When people care about you, they will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I also know that if I can graduate from Booker High School, earn 2 degrees, numerous certifications, teach at the University of Akron, and come back and teach for Akron Public Schools, you can do the same thing too. Because we all come from 1040 Cotton Road. Now, the fact that I really like high school probably didn't help matters either in dealing with you. You know, oftentimes I refer to you as scholars when you first got to the school. And understand that a scholar is a person who is trying to obtain academic achievement. And I would call some of you scholars when you first met me, and some of you would look at me and go, my name isn't Scholar. Like I didn't know that your first name was not Scholar. You have to understand that there was a certain mindset that I was working on when I was calling you scholars. There is something called the being studied, or simply put, being singled out and being made to feel important. And I did that because you are. Give yourself a round of applause. After hearing that term from me long enough, some of you would eventually ask me that same question when you would see me in the hall. How are you doing, scholar? And that would just make me laugh and bring the biggest smile to my face, because now you are beginning to get it. There is a certain mindset that I was trying to instill in you. You have it. I need you to continue to work with it. You need to make all of your minutes matter. There is a gentleman by the name of Dr. Benjamin E. Mays. He did not graduate from high school until he was 21 years of age due to the times and conditions that he grew up in the South. However, he did not grow tired. He did not grow weary. He eventually became the superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools and the president of Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia for 27 years. And one of the things he used to tell his scholars was a poem called God's Minute. And the poem simply said, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Force upon me, can't refuse it, didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I will suffer if I abuse it. Give account if I lose it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. You have just completed the first phase of your educational journey in life. This qualifying statement implies that there is more education for you to attain. I'm sure that some of you have already reflected and reminisced on the time that has gone by thus far. At times, your classes were very challenging and very hard. Other times, the subjects came to you without much effort. Some of you are still in awe with the fact that you're graduating tonight. 4 years have gone by, and you're about to leave this auditorium and pick up your diploma from John R. Booker High School, Akron, Ohio, class of 2011. Yes. Although Dr. Mays did not complete his high school education until he was 21 years of age, most of you should be completing your first undergraduate degree, give or take a year, in that same amount of time. And in all reality, like with Dr. Mays, your education doesn't stop until you die. This evening, some of you will receive gold cords and stones. Others will receive medallions and other forms of recognitions. If this was a college graduation, some of you will be graduating summa cum laude, others cum laude. And as Dr. William Bill Cosby so eloquently put it at one of his graduations, some of you will be graduating, thank you, Lottie, this evening. But that's all right, because tonight you will be getting your high school diploma. The next phase of your education and training will definitely require more of you. It will show you what you're made of to yourself, to say the least. But if you believe in yourself, you can make your dreams become a reality. With that being said, I want to encourage you to dream big dreams. If there's one thing that I witnessed to be that difference maker, and those who have achieved great things in life, and those who haven't, I would say that it is big dreams and motivation. And in my opinion, motivation is the stronger of the two. Because motivation makes it hard for you to quit. It makes it hard for you to give up on that which you know you should have. There is no river too wide, no mountain too high, no valley too deep that you won't go through, go under, or go around in order to get to your goal. That's what motivation will make you do. A gentleman by the name of Tom Colina once said that one person with passion is better than 40 with mere interest. With that being said, do not allow another person's limitations or lack of vision to become your limitations. This world is full of sorry and pathetic, 100 scholars. You are in charge of your destiny. You are the captain of your ship. Dr. Mays once again told a group of young men graduating from college that it must be born in the mind that the tragedy of life does not lie in not reaching your goals. The tragedy in life is having no goals to reach. He went on to tell them that a Morehouse man must aspire to perform his duties in his particular field or chosen profession better than any man living, any man dead, or any man yet to be born. That's a heck of a charge if you think about it. Scholars, I want you to repeat after me. Any day that ends in Y is a good day to be working on your goals. It's that simple. Any day that ends in Y is a good day to be working on your goals. So that means every single day you need to be working on your goals. Sunday through Saturday, whatever day of the week you want to start in, all of them end in Y. If given the opportunity, also need you to help somebody else achieve their goals. A good deed or words of encouragement can go a long way. As one of my students shared with me at a handwritten card a couple weeks ago on Teacher Appreciation Day, it read, "I appreciate my teacher, Mr. Brian Turner." She even inserted my first name in her letter. "I appreciate my 12th grade Martin teacher for helping me realize that college has to be a part of my future success. You helped me realize, even when my family didn't care about my future plans, you did. Thank you, Mr. Turner. Love, Lisa Henriquez. Lisa will be going to college at Johnson & Wales this fall, and when I met her in the fall, she did not have that concrete idea in her mind. College was just a concept. It was just a verbiage. But by the time I got done with her, and 85% of the other students that I had in my program, they're all going to college because that's what it's all about. You need to help somebody else before they come to you. And as I begin to bring this to the end, as with Lisa, I shared with a few of you in your graduating class that there is a very prestigious award that not many people are given. Many apply, many, tens of thousands, but only a few are actually selected to receive this award. And we're referring to the Gates Millennial Scholarship. And I am proud to say that the 4 Gates Millennial Scholarship recipients from Akron Public Schools have graduated or will be graduating from John R. Bookville High School. I think when our first 2 recipients received that award, we were under the impression that only one person could receive that award. But this is where the motivation comes in. I was asked to serve as a guest speaker at another dinner. And I was sitting at the table sharing our accolades and awards and experiences that I had at Bookville. And I told her that we have had 2 Gates Millennial Scholarship recipients to date. And she told me, she said, "Well, that's good, Mr. Turner." She said, "Because I produced 7 in 1 year." You know, that was motivation for me when I got back. I called Matthew Davis. I said, "Matthew, this is Mr. Turner. I need you to come up here to book." Because I said, we have some work that we need to do. And Matthew came up and met with a few scholars that I identified. And 2/3 of those that I told to meet with him received that award. I want you to understand that when an adult tells you that they see something in you, you need to listen. Because sometimes we can see more in you than you see yourself at the current time. All right? So on that final note, and in closing, I want to share with you this one final poem. And I want you to hold on to a few of these words as you leave this auditorium this evening. And the poem is simply called "See It Through." Because that's what it's all going to be about after graduation tonight. Because you're not going to have to hold yourself accountable Meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin and set your shoulders, plant your feet and take a brace. When it's vain to try to die, do the best that you can do. You may fail, but you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you and your future may seem grim. But don't let your nerves desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. When the worst is bound to happen, spite of all that you can do. Running will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but few. When with troubles you're beset. But remember, you are facing just what other men have met. You may fail, but fall still. Fight. Don't give up, but